Alright, we say you be there at Bandari. I've been from Kastle 90.3 FM. Man, this is your number one political and current affair program in the whole central and western regions. I've been missing the camera and I'm faster than it be in Farmer production team headed by Mr. Bernard Ogo Osman FKK Blackus NRF and Yanuminke or Kawina. When I was saying, I was in Emma is the biggest conversation. Man, Hodo, yes, Abro. But then the amazing come over brave. I was summer of free or a parliamentary bachelor there. Akutia MP Ernest Kumi Sabi Nyamiatun Safran and the Nyamiatun Safran. So another sitting MP gone from the NPP side. So we are going to have a by-election. Yeah, Ablekuma North. One summer young can be. Yeah, but call Akutia. You be a by-election or Akutia. He suffered from a short illness and a MB Yame Atun Safrano. But in common we are being busy. Recently, Young Oyeza OC Cape Coast for the past few weeks ago. With regards to the collapse of buildings after in Sutaya, buildings in Ibina Kasempobubi. Over the weekend, cleanup exercise called Cape Coast and its environs. Yeah, but what happened? Ma okrodo in the cleanup exercise, you know. Our preparedness towards disaster. Do we have a comprehensive plan? A comprehensive plan towards disaster, whether being fire, flood, or whatsoever. We have been missing the Kwame Osman, but join with the conversation now is in common. You're streaming live on Facebook, then also on YouTube, Kastle 90.3 FM. Facebook, then also on YouTube, Kastle 90.3 FM. Johnny and Woho, Facebook, then on YouTube, Kastle 90.3 FM. Then also for messaging for 0244743143. Text message, another WhatsApp message 0244743143. Text message, another WhatsApp message for Fadona Fabra. Now on the Ablekuma North election in some of the polling stations, NPP party were filing injunction to block Ablekuma North rerun. Now, when you coach them the presidency Jubilee House, the chief of staff, Ora Julius Debra. Now, this issue, okay, during the editorial, we inaugurate a team to draft bold new anti-corruption strategy. We inaugurate a team to a draft bold new anti-corruption strategy. In Ghana, a strategy on anti-corruption before we can fight corruption. Meanwhile, we have capable institutions. They are mandated to fight corruption. Your laws are obey or involved in corrupt actor. So do we need another team again to draft whatsoever before we can fight corruption. Every year, Auditors General report infractions. So this is much ado about nothing. This is not necessary. With all due respect, necessary. And corruption, this is not the first time corruption issues horrible minimum. The government officials, Ghanaians, we are generally corrupt. We don't need any draft whatever fight any corruption. Allow the institutions to work. The government agencies, when you want in some free institutions, they are mandated to fight corruption. When the institutions to fight corruption, the institutions are mandated to fight corruption. When you want to fight corruption, because then they so be one benim no okay you dream kekrebi okay you dream pet you bon the institution will not go after the person, but one free abenim like the NPP government when free abenim is excellency na na do dan kwa kufado the government wa bewe yen hweza orokodo. I'm not saying in Kofa will invite one, in Kofa will arrest one, in Kofa will invade one house. Se biribiara nima in kabibi damaron kodo. But Yembi said that why there? Why there wa abenim? Yenya such approach. And to to my catch them the America. Now the American government when we don't obey your corrupt activity, corrupt practices be recorded. On Kawashi, Untuanaman, Tido Frabem, different government Bansana, we go to one Monday, we are fighting corruption. Then they will be chasing people up and down, then we'll be clapping for them. Meanwhile, the institutions mandated to fight corruption, they are there. But because of abandoning sources, they cannot do it. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we don't need any committee to draft any anti-corruption bill or anti-corruption what to fight corruption again. This is the truth. If you want to fight corruption, in one Auditors General report will promote government officials. We should hold them accountable rather than forming a committee and then Massa, they should give us a break. But oh no, yabokodo. But remember my main issue this afternoon. Na yenzin komo. Joining on Facebook, then also on YouTube, Kastle 90.3 FM. Facebook and on Facebook, YouTube, Kastle 90.3 FM. Now for our messages in the 0244743143. For messaging for 0244743143. Now Yenzi in Komo. Now Yenzi in Komo kakra enida or just last Saturday yeah we abesin kuya. And was share the yebe clean up exercise. Ewo Cape Coast Metropolis. Enti eba Cape Coast South, eko Cape Coast North. Clean up exercise no okrodo ewo. But remember so that won put him ewo no eye den. Eye adwuma. Won put him na ewo na eye adwuma. Me komenim wo ensu tobia ewo yi. Na ehwe the videos and the pictures are we big gata do na enyomo woma ne wude enankasa ne yedie ho abor but the institutions are one way then your commercial bank ho your banks bebre ho your offices MTN Melcom wonyina wo ho but insutu ewo year onyo bia no concern there ewo no insutu wo year nti ye be ye wadwuma onyo obia no concern institutions on wasoro na wa tie na wa betene ho obia na wa soro woko but in suto no yira then they will be calling on people. Yes, in suto no yira we call on the MC, we call on the assembly member there, we call on NADMO. But the question I may be saying there as region, as metropolis, what are the measures, our preparedness towards disaster? you now say see a towards disaster on you then. Me draw the idea from recently what had happened another Zawesi within Cape Coast. Zawesi within Cape Coast.
Kastle FM.
And may draw more attention back. Where Zawesi within few days a week ago, and then we be in Nano. Yenya issues are kasimpa. Menkade mo osi no onye kesi, but yenya similar issues are attention ankodo. Yawa hade ena one officer wo Elmina ankafo insutaya otoma ohwere nkwa. He was a prison officer, of course. Ohwere nkwa. About 2 or 3 years ago, insuto bi wa hade pa ma that part no oye yima obi hwere nkwa. I hope make waso adwena abado. Question a bibi say we are bring there as metropolis, as region. Yane blueprint for oil tackling disaster on you then. Ya womani mu ena bribisia efre fire service okesi akransa na why redirecting or direct call no to bia ewo. Enti mini anu mama yankofu fire service wo baba no ena ma osidosin we sewi Mosidosin we sewi ya wo omani mu if a government retool fire service then we clap for that government no why has it but you free there or your abandoning responsibility that the microphone or your emergency services are what man and at any point in time we need to get ready for them. You want ambulance issue and the ambulance is here. Ambulance is here. Let's share the number of minutes and hours ambulance in Pobaba. Inti yebenya one constituency, one ambulance. As a nation, no any day we were clapping. But ebia wadwe nambado. I'm talking about our preparedness towards emergency. Ebia wadwe nambado. Cape Coast South Metropolitan, Cape Coast South constituency. Cape Coast South Kekrekenyina. Cape Coast South Kekrekenyina. From Oye and Yinfa beach now one of friend and UCC opposite one di benyina meboa. The breeze one di benyina from Fabakech di benyina ye Cape Coast South. The best kwesi or end one Yinfa agree one agree. Or stretch and damn naughty. And see Cape Coast South constituency podi on shada in Yakesibia Barosun. But can you imagine that Cape Coast South constituency now if there were just one ambulance and we were clapping because at a point in time they be no we need to clap for them that the whole Cape Coast South constituency, the whole Cape Coast North constituency, there were ambulance krope. People were happy. There were ambulance krope. Menkada mwadibe no why I do, but government is not making that effort to solve emergency issues in Ghana. So, well, abeni biani parity in there. The emergency system in Ghana, waba grade na. You hear baba personnel no do. Menyo bokom ya baba personnel no do. But I can't do for emergencies. Today accident see and the shokoni do. Every now and then accident is no do. But aba emergency measures we put on that road. Cape Coast Takoradi Road. And to say accident BC in between Cape Coast and or say there we from Obi another ambulance service free oil Cape Coast we and Elmina we obodu wano na enwana wo no one training obia for ENT another emergency service inti mo obia pebia no kono ofado na wo yin pani frika no mo Entansa na ambulance ni beduo no ena nyimpa na ampo ye kunu ewie ena nyimpa no ye kunu ewie enti a whole Cape Coast South na say one ambulance operate e Cape Coast South na say emergency si ti da me da no mo si wo hi na say nyimpa sabi won ho kam na wo pepre no wo do so a na nka ambulance ni bi bokọ na wasana ba na de because one ambulance ye won wa hade e bi aba friend abent ambulance na no so yarufu bi won yeruko bebi ebe for Cape Coast North because in so tey e bi a won so issue ho Cape Coast North ambulance won na no so wodiko bebi a na ye yenden nti maye na nya nje de ye wo one constituency one ambulance na ye nyu age da
Kastle FM.
and the fire service for e ka wona asema wasema menke e bi someone they need retooling they need it but then they come na ka wona asema na the letter but asema e kan an kan yi onya wonde but wonyamwa papa wonyamwa oye one ambulance osi fire tender osi so he na e da no kaka wo Jubilee school we okaka wo Jubilee school wo onam he ya no emergency okaka wo Jubilee school wo kokotokraba fire tenders owo nyina fire hydrant owo nyina wesisi containers esisi do ntende emergency si na won kogbo fire hydrant okotokraba ibi wo the containers do ibi on the containers do. I am not saying disaster be baba disaster but to me see at any point in time disaster mo sisi insu toye obubi obi nyim de insuru tom obi ni de na ebu ma obi ewu enti the possibility there emergency basi possibility there accident be baba no oya high the 90% assurance that emergency accident be able to see whether fire, whether building collapsing, whether flood, whatsoever, it can happen. And I see defense away assembly member. I got today obi you yembe banketing kitchen or that you could come eja nyimpa na donko. See defense no o eja na donko na see defense no dwirungu form. The last time I told you there is a research that Yanshenia within few years, 10 years to come, even St. Augustine School in Subafawan, a Ponobafawan, and to say, Envy, say, Aban, Eltuma sea defense, or Bakau ISC defense. Na senyim pene senyi okobrane, or say, Midi, Mamaya in the Mafoko to kwa to Moko. One time, Yana Ayarikan and Baba, the assessor wa enti yabakwa akwase saw embe banketing kitina wade a chok akese no yabakwa ekwe yiye mfirimu na yakobobo ya aton an assembly member konwi a you left them jem beba ni firi woni sem na ja wonde wonko just like that wonko because on you scan or there and I know what you name the consequences of it. I'm here say me people and I'm here good arokodo intinde we wa panwe no ho wosesa embeba wo si enye bebi an ansesa ombeba enye bebi an kowie beba they see defense embeba asimi yi enti say enre yeti epuno bu fado sisiara Cape Coast ya ne preparedness to that in painful wo go hade ye misa ye ho nadmo funa wo fon go no nadmo funo I want to know even experience na what for nadmo nkrofo de won ka yeduma because one manage disaster nadmo wana owura kwesi Dawood na nkofi ena woni wo ndis abanu be na waba enti chede abani biaba or appoint name crofo to man nadmo Enti disaster bi besi. I'm not saying anyone or one nyina no sebe wonim anything about disaster. But disaster bi besi in a nadmo payin bi nadmo fu bi wonim anything about that disaster. How to solve it? Because or a party appointment and to consider that would na nkrofo NPP and any other government obebiano they will be off and other people will come. And so you know for the past 4 years, for the past 8 years, with that experience they will be off. Another people will come. I feel I want to be experience. I feel I want to be experience. But I don't know. There, any security agencies as part of the when you're back to Oyo Central region. One go to Oyo Western region. Western region they are fortunate they have the naval base there. But the fire, the police, whatsoever. I don't know, so what you want to swim in there. Because swimming is also part of your solve emergency. You will come a day and the police if walk a galamsey do more walk to soon we. But the question I be saying there, much why you need to as to the police, say only swimming in cotton simon. So only member was a wogorunsa in Congo. Mimida your marine police. Your marine police. But I believe that as part of their training, in Kawana when you go baby in Sanonidi. They should learn how to swim because anything can happen. And our preparedness for emergency, I will keep course on you then. Saturday, you clean up exercise. You would instructor, will be budan, or another mezaba, you clean up exercise. Warrior, may MC Jinamori to run up new pedals in your ocean. New pedals singing or John or ocean. Last Saturday, no minimum. Me kwa abramu de ni ka ne weke so wa block road no ma nkrofo wo yeyi papa bi no gbe fu de wa abotan ade ntin obekra mamo wo mbe wono store obi obe bi obo de no phone bo hwifo ma no obe gidigidi o me so bibini but then they abra market wo biribi sisi siara they will be calling on people to come na nsem trafo nka bi man me nsem hunu bi o wa me meta nka bi o nsem bi wa muhun de sebe oye nsem hun me mbetena anke bio nsem bi wa muhun de sebe oye nsem hun nti I will not waste my time on it but the master be kan nyoma papa nti say eti fie aye wo fi poto wo bro na wo market there bi etona de gate no mu entum mpembu edu na ntim mu aye fi poto. You are expecting me to come and talk about it. If you remember, shame on you. Alaji.
Kwamina.
Akwaba.
Enua.
Bibi aboko.
Nyami adum. Bibi aboko. Hawaso.
Oh, Christ adum. Adia no le wa ho man. Muntu kra. Muntu kra bara. We need to do it.
Yes.
For God and country.
Oh yeah.
We need to do it.
Yeah.
But I won't say here massage in kakra se de corner.
Oh, na me training physical watch.
Me say here massaging
about training or tell motio na mo sisi mo hu
ni. Enti massage na me kanu here more.
Oh, baby. Here motio no me training. Is ya me here massage.
Obi no se benka o. Obi no se benka.
If I come and no. But Kwame, I won't come here. I am the pa. In fact, I've enjoyed the conversation. Keep it up. It is good. I'll change your tune now. You're conscientizing. And the summer can no. Yeah, me you know.
Husband, they say in say you are na in kofa kichi. We need people to swim, go and pick them. Qualified people are. Chidi yenu animal for rufia.
And see the problem in no jina yana kasa ya hu yendu. And the chroma dey say you swimming skills in or a luxurious activity. Yes. Minimum swimming. But as part of Abrofo one curriculum of Moko school, it is part of children swimming.
It is part of their curriculum.
It's part of their curriculum.
But in the Ghana hadi, in the Yadashian curriculum, and Brabesian water besia being water being.
And see,
look at the mentality.
And your marketing kitchen one of ma. If you that send an answer be and I don't even a yen ma. Kayen na yo queen and you we need to make sure that we let it be part of our curriculum. No, until they say call private schools.
Yes, watch us swimming.
They make sure that will swimming. No, so that you don't know what may happen. Mobile be and we to make sure.
Yeah, let me share a video be China. Na wɔyɛ teacher yi no ɔpranka mmɔframma no de igya atɔ hɔ. Now mmɔframma no nyinaa mmɔframma no wɔn age koraa bɛyɛ 3-4 years. Mmɔframma no nyinaa wɔde da fam. De na wɔwiawia wɔ fam. Do you know why? Because wusu or suspend.
Yes.
Igya tɔ a wusu or suspend.
Enti so
sɛ ɔde fam a wusu no nkan. Obey escape. It's wusu no nam no so. Obenya oxygen. But the hey, one no nyim da me sense ni day. Ija to baby sia and ija bi atwa. Mende phone.
That is a life skill to know. The menya nyina no che was yes a curriculum no ho na ye che was school. Maframa no so ne bi ameka say enya maframa na ultimately for the generations you know they will get to learn because when watch and ye go school na menya na on kan curriculum no ho. And in fact, how I do know and on human activities are or aiding natural disasters. No, it is serious. Last week, I could tell you, Fred, Kade, Echo, baby, Abakana, no, and I put in between.
Yes.
It is only the beach, you know, and no separate Apono from
the Bacano. Yes.
Now, one way the harbor would see a
yeah.
Wokom hadi. Yen na so enyim double sand winning of the beaches na it is illegal. And the first no keke time when they go come and go to barrier or bechon. In the you know what they do? What your blocks no around the honum.
Which one wa?
I want na
work on the one cement. Nti MD Efa Bakan wana. Why the factory?
Yes.
Block factory.
Yes.
Ore na sata no unani danu mo nechi bibi okoto wall the phone. Nechi woni nyina. Why the block factory? Different groups.
And see, the MC is not our way. The regional police commander on your way or honum. Assembly member no on your way, the mono could do honum. Now, no more keep central care. Oh, they are not away. Regional household, they are not away. This is serious danger. Bia coming at Yaranka, Yellow Bossa years to. And one more at it in them. The more every time you know. The more upon us all poor when Osibogu honum. That means that what that area crabino, no bodo. The more no bodo that the global warming or could we are seeing Hadea. And that's of course Europa. The temperature okay temperature now in the world cordon on your easy. So the likelihood that's Antarctica, those areas now in the snows. Why shower manu? Our starts that on none.
Yes.
It is very high. On none that was a no poor mo.
That's all. On none kogu baby or punuma.
On none, the ice block now. Why a casacas one and a punsun and the water assassin. The more I hit the kernel, the more abundant on none some punsun or ma. And to see erosion, Yakuponum Pongo, Chinabi. Na tsunami osis wa other countries ma ekumbi botume tuma wa bonsu bi na so obaso nkobu nkofa yendo da mukomo yesi ofiade yen beach front so okrom ade nyinai na ye twem kobe wodu nyina no ye zinyare ye paps hwe the proximity of St. Augustine's College ka kono de wontem na just some few meters bi na kodo eponano into a china bi na sensu kire ma most of water region na so start to do orubu kodo. No so called them area na yeba Canada na yeba yene human activities and I can see cause young problems. Na kasa about the gates no. Me feel the civil engineers who come they come na what boy na bro. Almost all other professors who come hade. Obanda one internet of adwuma na wo question wo school. Na one year so obanda one year practical enough. They just do shoddy work. Ethics actually was adwuma no. Sometimes they don't follow. One for adwuma.
Do you blame them?
Come now, I blame them. Do you know what I'm saying? I blame them. Be so one day, and then I good idea can say. So I mean, civil engineer, and I mean your contractor. But common sense will tell me there. So me a gutter, culvert. Not a gutter no on your ground level near pair. Unso tosa na yanka kondo nya ya ahwe ntino. Ahwe mo bebo kuka kwando, so nko kuka kwando da. Gutter na oba na car kwano. Anytime bia no mfra mobo o push ahwe no kogum. Unso twa o push ahwe kogum. So typically, say young gutters no, so onye nwura na wa hyemu ma wa block gutters na. Kwam na I'm telling for a fact today. O ya ahwe na mo nso twa gutters no nso ntum nko. And of flood Ghana had it's not just Cape Coast had it. And then I was money two from a nursing training college. Abra cemetery honum from a was a construction in Nano. Gutters or honum. Baby a wire block factory. Chap will be a honum. Ever Kevin was now contributing. Baby the nurses one hospital honum. If we get to that my area honum, just that my ankle a crown there in Tibetan I recall nursing training college or a cocoa kakra. It is as soon so otta or who are ready for two so honum. And was bogu garden. Baby a block factory or one garden my ma in the camp put more for garden more oko because I'm here no gum.
Garden away there in soon for me no.
Yes.
And the car to move for garden no do.
Off garden okay. Because I'm here shemuma. Into the question be somewhere there. Say your engineer and also more contractor quite the major mana. In what way? In a bay yejumana garden no say a year. And we are no fi na asase do onko go garden. And common sense will tell that you need to raise one side over kosori kakra. Then the other side no be kufu. Martin they say prayer say ko na ye wosika. Na afezi aye covers no is a good garters ndo. Ebe kwaku ye chiri no na nwuro so akwakoshe no mumma na afa yentu yanya ho hwe. So a big issue the professionals na yam on contract the one twakwan. 1 year covers one from me no. Kwame na wo ye biara na we gem na was amen. Sino hydro road ti a wo ye. And na mekwa kofo baby around PPAG honum. Na kwahwe manhole. Na ya baka do ye pothole. Must manhole. Onye pothole. Minyim say obi na osada kwakwa yi da ma aspect no. Say nsu na otoy na bia ho na nkoto kwakwa no yi fu. Then I ask myself then na abeduma na ye.
Sino hydro wo ye we di 3 years in Paul and only 3 years. Only 3 years.
It's bad.
If my memory sets me right, only 3 years. And
that is a problem we are facing with Chroma Hadi. But how there in Penyafuna when I don't quadro, then we make sure that if new construction bokoda, you make sure that yes, I'm thinking about that actually how do we prevent it there? And here back the garden muma. How are we going to prevent it there? Yeah, my garden no munkwe choked with plastics on your rubbish. I want we need to ask ourselves. There is come about Nadmo. Kwame na with every sincerity. I feel that Nadmo phone na way no sabi nyanse biara nim. To be honest.
Nyanse biara nim. We don't need them.
So a bisa fire service for one coffee one property over your year.
They
have an issue with Nadmo. They won't come out and tell you. Every time there at 20 chambers baby. Now the military will be there. Fire service will be there. They are working. Now that mofunaba. When kita equipment biya. When kita she was one presence so we here. They take the glories away from fire service for military for because of a political office. If you want to buy na kabibi simple na kwa nkara wakwa relief items. Na wenye won but nka not more workers no and can you for na fire service for one now you make sure we are going to get the numbers in the more or fire service office and kefila korombo na
nanka not more won adwuma no yenya a unit
yes
fire service
yes technical
police
yes technical for you for call these offices now you make sure that by there so nsu obi choro kwa burunsu the mess schools ya can they won for one way expect in that field to the mess ya konavia
yes
we expect in that field no oban there calibi akwanhye be kwakwasi eden bi ebu technical know how abakọ na yesi for that am kofu yeri yi one or your fire service for na adwuma okrom hade so you push na say the come one na ko botu mu aye I don't just see what
any my was about most the second one will be now mammy paying o wino.
Yes.
I brent and say as somebody see ewa ahomachi. No obiano into ninsa na odi I don't know.
And that is a problem. And to me feel that not mofuno some me somehow no we need to have that linkage you know. Maybe administratively they can be on their own and the urban relief items na from question fire service one sir so that one can lose one focus when you want to. But urban the technical aspect now so not more workers by 100 no more 60 away technical workers no should be trained and manned by the Ghana Fire Service. Me feel don't call boa. But you create an officer or a political office. Obi about for no conference number kind no.
Now if you want a mandate, the National Disaster Management Organization is the government agency that is responsible for the management of disasters as well as other emergencies in Ghana.
But you see, the mandate here came clearly stipulated.
Meanwhile, they are even under resourced. The whole central region was Wakaya Krope.
No, come on, see, even under resourceful, that's important. You're for 20, maybe say I staff.
The expertise are all.
Yes.
It's our political appointment.
Mumbo be a natural, young brother that would. Now, so your appointment.
Or a political appointment.
What sort of training? I never could have win in the 4 hours now. With the exception of your year administrator. Only the region.
Yes.
But the work is now work from Mununse. It's a coming food as and command, yeah, is serious. And if we know what we are doing now, in Kajuma cannot move away, in Kanaka fire service for Nankobaye. Resource them, give them more personnel. One train one into any emergency case biano. You call on fire service, not just the fire tenders, no. In the fire service now, but no was about fire tenders. Say, and then they book fire tender. Issue fire tender.
Accident
to fire tender.
So resource them.
They don't have.
Na government on the auto or crabbe 10, 20 bidiba and a yobon say money.
The last time what's the last time what resource one was somewhere around 2013 or so 2012 no. Look at the period of years I am resource one. MPP abandoned by Yabato me who there pickups be was that common one. But pickups now was a common one no. Up with Jimmy Potting and I was busy. You mentioned Abra Market for instance. Come in when you see the Abra Market way. The Abra Market on your business is shaping on my young ten will come had you. Yankoponum Kutio. Yakopon for the month from Yakoponum Pongu. In they say they go to Abra Market. How can the fire service assess the market? I can't even know befa. Is it the other road no day to one man now? And also kept take a quanado. Car person put over room. No, I quite yeduma.
Other countries in for a while or emergency routes.
That's the problem. It's actually got to cover market. Car to room, come. A chill one, 15 one, and in fact, a new one for car to room. But our market, no, it is not like that. In Tiakupon Pongo, watching a beer, but there was so they jar to our market honor. And Kofu one age passing for 1 car, and Kofu one west, but so because Yankas are planning your market in such a way that. Ebi akwanda baby mpo produce stock kesi.
O de be si o.
Ye tumi en force mbra.
Ya na ba na wa ba nti baby e pebi e betumi
that. And that is a problem. It's human activities no. Kwame na mention say it is one of the major issues o tell you because mbra na ye show okrom ade no. Ye na nkasa Ghana fo ye fam ba ne mfa nya adwuma. Na nyimpa ko na ba ba ye adwuma no so no. Ono nkasa ato aba na enwewie no. The next thinking ya no ye the next elections. Into ampodo obeti obi ana na ado. Inti na yahwa bi obi podo ye adwuma na kwa na wate won de enya ye na ye to mo abasa so abe ye na do bi obia inti say ye mpako na say ye rational politician what would you do e botwe wo ho inti em bi say on de wo keep course ade central region ade what is the preparation like? How are we preparing? How are we stopping some of these activities we are we supposed to be proactive and now adana matana mejo no de en ka assembly tina one odwene de. Oh, okay. In so about to and so baby for me. Yan share na we week na zo okrom ade. Na one water down me yan kan one day. E down no one film na another ye be demolish down because you feel there or you threat to the society. Come na ke betin someone ko be so okrom ade. Even as a matter of fact, e down no joke ko see ya assembly no try one best today. wɔbɔhwɛ na wɔayɛ ho adwuma na afei webubu dan no bi no look at what is happening ebi ni fɛ wɔka to de sɛ ebu dan na onye bibi ɔba akɔtena nti ɔmpene ma wɔmbu dan nti sɛ ɔda mpo no sɛ wɔbu egu no do a ɔbɛdam no wɔbu egu no do
ɛkoro bi wɔ akyire ade a mehu de wɔlu bu na Osman
but na yɛ kene nya so yɛ bi sɛ yɛn ho dɛ you know a force majeure situation be the way you know today as ɔman no you take that ma needed measures no to make sure that you protect human life na ibo na adu so no man no so ɔyɛ amadam nkɔfo na e bia ɔrebu ne den because that no ngina he there is nothing we are silent on those conversations no enjoy that nyipo na kɔna sekere ko bu ne den na because emma no any alternative into no obeka to do ɔronko ibi o wa na wa tena nko but nka ye kwen yes no oh ye were 2 bedrooms bi o baby a yes or state housing kwana kwatinam na bia wo asase no
kastlefm
arrangement bi o honom
wona ye investor
botum aba okay obasi ase no esoro no yes sir na ye da amon something of that sort but there is nothing entinye po na otena honom no so na adwena ahen de ma oba ya na oba ye ntino menyi baby amako
so we need re-engineering of disaster management in Ghana.
That is the whole thing. And Kwamina, we can remove picture view Cape Coast a day. Unfortunately, the mayor of Minimon but Malcolm let you honor.
Okay, yeah.
Malcolm let you honor. I want to offer an afro.
Yeah, yes, an afro.
That area.
I want an afro market in Wanibia.
Yes,
I want a market in one.
Now, what church street to be by? Streets I will try by, you know, 30 years ago. And then the only difference I want about you contain about the best honor. 30 years ago, and then 2025. The only difference are them junction no don't know what about honor or you contain or be there quick significant. So it means urban development in those areas now. It be mba and all how I drink. It's no here is the muko when you know. Who there. We have a role to play in order to avert some of these natural disasters, you know. Ebi o hono mo ban profilm. Into so sia, we try to find ways and means to solve them. But ebi so hono mo yen na kasa human activities, you know. And they cause those problems, you know. But say you there, I mean me pam ho na menya mo ho nti no. Say yen ku men say ad na mo ku nyimpa mpa na menya sika. Na nka afro nyina won a. Then this kind of mentality no. So I mean na omboa. It's in common years in yan, ya prepare ye when your babo ye win and I will to my prepare home. But if you wouldn't be a honor, I know it's all you know right now. Got to know the bokum. So flood in all bar, on you there, I will and a young wura, another young wura. In the is a yam cholera outbreak, so all bar, on you do some more significant in the winnie, is in the winnie. I show you a pet yabon of account. The master of malaria so bar, the same thing happens. So I feel emojis there. So you know about in your mindset in your dream be there. As na ye no collectively. Obiara ye wonsom. Na ye nyim panyin for wo krom ha dey. Yes you hye won kitten there. Whatever must be done bia no. Yen the collective interest of the community no ho. Of Cape Coast society no ho a. Kwame na megis dem ko be boy. But unfortunately, right from yen national, zeba regional, zeba the district level, zeba si yen community ankasa ye wo mu no. None of us and I yadrin there. Yaba yamaye. Because one of our Banimun be brain now on the procurement. So natural disaster bar. So not more Obaka Quacha relief items. And you must come. And your money in an oko. Now
the many amana want to for how many days, how many years, how many weeks, how many months or sustain?
And so that's a question.
At that period now a relief kakrepe. Have you also thought of the subsequent days subsequent weeks?
I'm even thinking about a company in waste stages when it comes to that area. And I can say about the emergency response teams.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't know what they can do about it. In fact, man can say many ban Carlo Conwabra. One time they had that machine yet pum. Na yet to be come. Nimpombro, tia quino. Indeed, na call bonimpa. Now, situation was so much in the situation was so that today. Na entumpon for one some fanyim pa krono. To the ambulance ba. And a fair national ambulance
am obebo duru
won yan konkren
aha
and kan kan yan kan wo redirect
call no
to central region and sana wa ba baby amatina tabet no say kada yan nanti mpo a yenya 5 ye bodu tabet hospital
when tum call no tum an point tabet when the nearest
Kwabena
station
it took us from march 4:00 to anapa 8:00
na say impa na obe no wewu
8:00 anapa sana ambulance ne bay enti na oche da ambulance ka wey emergency services no odo enyimba open adwuma o
one year 24 hours
dabi open adwuma kada enti time ehia wano wakuna time central region no central region ko report to adwuma bi anapa 7:00 so nkodo adwuma ma ambulance be wa park case baby o and that is a big problem enti embi say na oban the emergency response na how do we deal with them? 5 service here can ask me. Sometimes it does happen.
Yeah, but my member the regional PRO. Ora Udu.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember one time me ba ahmachi program for something will be from the accident be siwo. Bureau say fa this road. Inti me fra fire service me fra PRO na no se me gina do. No or directly call no to one office no bi ho nti impa no pick and also one so what nti wa dispatch mo ko.
That is how it should be. And to understand about correct
but onye de bia but say onye de minim the PRO no number e na me frɛ no
ordinary person okoye ya
na me se me refre ambulance fire service for one line na nipa dodo ayimpo ne enim na from pa oboko directly to them oboko kwesi baby when redirect no to in one
come and tell you at response in fact we need to do something about it
me would as a nation in ankasa no yam prepare your mind for all disaster yam prepare your mind for any emergency
yes
na yam prepare your mind for say emergency this year yabayane den
or big
and for chrome afa baby bia kimparita no nyum danano kofi kinata no nyum danano bisa on there police emergency line onima
na even
fire service one line onima
even one when you mpo pranking phone calls
ona also there embre bi ba say a prank either fire ambulance or so agency a prank one say what to car waba na the situation is not there as you call them nipa no wonyin 10 years next time because at that time every prank fire service enyim baby a incidents should be asia nko wodo woko but he na nkasa ya fa bibia normal intendo obi frɛ ECG otum ka ECG abey 1 week you won do me light haba say besi won do me light bob
agrozine do
you see agrudin we nanwom too much and akakasisia obi bakere etiano nado
agrozine do
akakasisia obi bakere etiano nado hey akaka mo wonka
kwamena
but we don't think we echo other parts of the world in one
of course
Mbua the needed care wasn't masabe mbuo mpono by Ghana ha obi botume wa kala abon wa da kwan wa
Messi ya mekeche Messi close to 6 hours ansa na ambulance be ba for pono yin ko hospital eti kwame na yen emergency service and na face some institutions na so won support kan ho of late we there some of them they are doing very well urban one interactions with the public now and fire service more especially mobile na about
yeah.
In fact, I why as a pound when interactions with the society, no, it is good. Sometimes men from suma, Brenda Mankofusu who there, they are part of you. So the police fee, for instance, those days never was warrior sensitization.
Yes,
they are doing familiarization with the community. No, they get in there, and you want to come police from the moon there a certain administration be better now oma oyeyi because Inspector Ivan said say in Anukofu I mean no we normally engage them what bahadu you need by a certain administration be by one PR system for you for cry damn parallel administration the objective of the service no what they say be I am my mom quiet today it is about an individual onye nyimpa kure na adwuma bia oyo man nya yenza enti se yankopon ya wado na so obo wozi na ba ye IGP a That doesn't mean that when you swazi who nezirbo, but you have management team what ka ho what's what ye juma into ebana sa wo feel that na ye IGP aw na chief fire officer ntino ma weapon as ba ye juma kwame na for me how adwen up ko bandam na we wouldn't get the better service ye be here there ye ba render na ye zam or ye Ghana fo enti ni baby no let's do well o me nyina ye mbo these institutions because one they are under resourced into say am on the prank course no so we waste one fuel we waste all your equipment our base was be adwuma no na say re shamo de fefe baby a ayo how adwen so let's do what is right now once one year sensitization no at least anytime every time you be no when you interact na you kwana ba for that you hiamboa once obotum na wa boyen and these are the things I say yeah obotum na boyen as a man but the communities na yetimu say come na we should be each other's keeper say when that bibi nkodu ye ya sometimes no che to my report I report authorities no they should come there and they be amakere malikeje I am bona bado pa baby a odino dwumazi wo bia no feel there no hear attention no almost every time and I see him around I no re adwuma say you for example one day where gutters no was the host be atoto onum e bitum block orankasa assembly man no okọ no the shovel tititim or make sure that
NCD pana
yes
honorable
Maliki yes and in fact some of them yambo on abado na yenshon krende
ni din kunu po yabade ayoni jaru say
no jaru is different
jaru is different
jaru
Moses atimum no jaru oh
yes.
okay
last honorable friend na no simple wa abre because sanitation issue wa abre no simple wa abre wo hu but because honorable you cannot give up
na on wa abra wana na no
you cannot give up
ya to aba mo wonti embre
na just our catch up obamo a monthly stipend bi so
monthly benya over 1,000 Ghana cedis
some of these are your problems na bibia anya fine no
bibia fine engineers for here there
it's camera engineer produces na influence na callers no sombra
alaji me that say but we need to prepare our mind, prepare grounds for disaster because ya benopo recently is is it America
kastlefm
Texas Sibia mo si wo wi nipa over millions na wo tu no but yan hwe nipa wo wi
come na me si akopɔ no ozie no I
want enema apapa ni nyina why are prepared why are ready but so osia 2 year osi we he so obom no osia mekom bi yanhwe how many days alaji me da say but we be yanda high sense ase koji with TV washing machine smartphone sound system water dispenser ni nyina no high sense 2025 January campaign ko mankasim woni show ni bi wo ho for 0302550000 0302550000 high sense everyday prices for everyday people. Anointed Engineering Services Limited and they what can they no offer may conscientize wagin on your preparedness. Enti unkande ende wonyanda oko offer. Do you have a backup? On into anointed aba. Kwaji generator. Why specialize in the sales, repairs, rentals, then installation of generator. Enti or from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA. Backed by 5-year warranty. Yes, backed by 5-year warranty. Over 20 branches across the country. Cape Coast and Tantry opposite the main lorry station, close to Republic Bank, and now Ben Oil Republic Bank. For 0248 455697, 0243 480334. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator expert. Betway Scratch and Win promo. Betway says Scratch and Win is back with a bank. A whopping 9 million Ghana cedis cash prize, ranging from cash, free space, free flights, and more are up for grab from 1st to oil 31st of July. Now, Obi said that how can you be part of it? Simply log into Betway and bet your sports or casino, and you get your daily scratch card. Simply log into Betway, bet on sports or casino, and you will get your daily scratch card. From there, just scratch, match and win, with every day being another chance to strike it lucky. Exclusive to Betway. Terms and conditions apply. Visit betway.com.gh today. Betway, get way more. Now, MPS Mimbi saw there, MDE, a suspect there, and yet the right amount of fuel a tray. And now there is an issue with the quality of fuel at all. And now experience good customer service. It will be a koto fango no. Don't stress yourself. NPSC or had about access to your complaint fetch on within 48 hours. Or take action. For one call center was 0302 55 0380 0302 55 0380. Na enyi MPFO enkasa. Lonat attest ahwe e o malaria mbo abani bi wo nyimpeduem. De bi ameka malaria de oba. Se malaria chill. On found a Pentecost for Bible. On found a Roman. On found a Anglican.
kastlefm.
Malaria ochiwa obebre papa. Onti Lonat ono na FDA waja tum de ampa attest ahwe de malaria mbo aban bi wo ni pedwema na anum bi didie pa. All leading pharmaceutical shops across the country ebenya Lonat edruni bi na ato. Lonat scatter malaria. Echinka me be di won da sem da chro. Yes, you will tell you ha 31st herbal clinic Bebri baba let me busy on that say Mr. Chro. Exactly 4 minutes past the hour of 3. Memo akwenya no memo just 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. Yenzin komo 0244 408046 0244 408354 0244 408046 0244 408354. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Lada Kwamina Esuman.
Aquarium.
Organizer. You know better. Chairman Papa.
Ajodo.
Woman Yagma. I'm issue clear for my party. The missing defense. My brother, in the corner, me, you see so many of the on Wednesday. I'm not going to other things.
And the sister, I'm about to ye.
Brother, I'm not here and for the margin of you are doing your do where the margin or you didn't wear the margin or. And that you can be sharp. I cannot come down. Young couple in the home. I can see a program of such a crown of us and it's local. You can for us now. What could you smell the country? What you said the margin or now you could see who's the kind of person that's a black the margin. Not quite what pretty small mean order. Your hand there then. Then the more tax again do man to do what one thing. If you show my new model, it's actually reality. The mama down where the margins were different with you, or the modern way. The master is so all the places here. On Kanya Korea Mangati, on Comdada, one Kalangati, but I can't hear that. And I have to see glasses to you, the kid goes on 20 contra, Kakakuya Maka Yamadase.
Akoya Masobadasi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Baba.
Share prevention of disaster. Last year, epidemic one day, we be sue at a lunch on Mama and Bansan to Himika, Redemia.
Yo, Papa.
Share. I ambulance asama erike ame efide mutukwa meba ya anyi na mokwa na adwiri besi mitiri me there ebe na dinti na recommended police barrier biara ahe maman kan mfanze abedinti na police pimsi biara wa just mu kwando wonya ambulance ma onsi ho ambulance funala bi wo ho osani yebotum accident dem wensi am police for what so no duty time no nti wenya baby a wa park ambulance no so nipa bien kan driver no ho wo impo so chere da police barrier na la no ana pimpimsi bia na lempo aban botum asa tiles car na tire afoforo wa for police for wo organizers wo car na na ba wo di kana ko hwe tire no so nya wo be passengers na issue machines were opera ko we two times so four ni nyina na order we change we be change we bi awo na ma wo de ba bill we insurance for tu na ku tu ama wan ani nyina la ya sa o ma no se ya le dwin ni pa ko akwachira da me nyama nyina o twada yeye onno no wo da ye dwin ho ne de bia wa ya da ne akwa aba ne police fu gyina ho wa ba wo si twemu ko na ka ne cha ya pai ni wo ko wura wo pu na fa service for impulse fa service fu po da wo ka ho in every road bia lo ye main road bia la o de ye nya da me nyama nani police for ho wo check tires organizers for ho onya wo ba sesa mo wa jawo wo ka no no
okay
wo nti wo botu ma discredit wo nya da wa le pio but wo de ba bill
yeah
e botu aso ye wo ehwana wo so wo ambulance bibia wo kwanu mu kwadada wo tiara no wo ko nya nkokora wo de be si mia ya le ka ho asemi a yer bo nsemi ano ibinyi ho ntiri wa e de yer bo nsemi embiri ni ni medase
Maso medase papa good afternoon
Yes
sir
But Razi ni pesa tano
Razi enteo
ya bizi ndo wasi kama ati kwana mapola amwa kwa mama onsi ya sana
na yin o line no mu yakusu kakra be mu aha
budget man kabia
enyo
listen yezin kan ko pedu junction traffic light wo na nkom na yenhwe be boss a ogwo hwe na mo be boss ogwo nkofo tuntan pan no street hawkers do to bodo abaza kacha yesu to afina zo na maso na nkom na amina we ni so de how many times you do the mazi wo funding wo maintaining o dazo nso bo to so ehum tumutu na mo bonfama nyina magini so de everybody so bia assembly home permit na nkom na say home permit and so they should wo maintain so on the monthly and yearly and basis and amwa but this wa ras nsen polutu company ban wa ba say the artwork but metal frame the mo that we maintaining that anasi say me wonji iska bia ho mi bi so no so what is come was and is kind of one and I need person ko here one one ga so one not more we am come na ni bon de nebu ko ye angona mattress was mana it's in prevent as anyway came main highway you do in grace what in give way for ample bakal came na highway sabi am come you know what so take how long and have machine and would change kal came ye chama insuru to hunu tunu we back to kal came my accident be ansana ya ye ho bibi e puanu ha se me kan kwam na metebaka no nko be me de but nko nchire mejo dale nyiwa an kwam na me so wotu we twase mesin ko be me dan kwam ma se mi siri biem ko dem
honorable George wa ma me time o wa ma me time inti ma so mo monitor no pa
an kwam ne dem tie papa am bia nyo te Kastle FM simo me tie papa nza me kira metebaka no wo ko do idu bakano run about openi mi no che barristers for one say we that the main big that is no guy here pana we no do cha
okay
pana one gas filling station no we bakano inside am kwam ne no wo cho this you oh you open pana we mutin wo di cha e wo jubilee park na chi wona ken dey nkan no abada the police yi no am kwam na onya de wo this you open e bu ko no go dem wo le ken wait ma see defense mo no den all you debiala yemme yo better okay an kwamene so fi Cape Coast wo no Cape Coast o fi Cape Coast into oyazo onyim anko amna meselo omojo mo 1 week lombre ya amese betebeka nko be me debate anko amne wontum itano was onye dado anko amne fiti yankopon obo man Ghana odun pano boto ne wasate wutan yo pano ina sabi yesate eje no pano dema bring na anko amne yenye me yo nkro bembe ya we the small approach bi ya cheku ebien bi sometime ba anko amne wo botwa ne zei.
All right,
on is what
that's it. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kwamra.
Yes, sir.
Where the person is
Okay, me too.
I'm a pocho, but they see the first one who got put it to the
What it's up?
I just got it together for day. I will work. I see the first one, but do anything. Or the only Baba. Look at oh, fact, Kwamra, I did a fear. Yes, sir. I had to papa. See the first now. What baby, so to one come on. I mean, the more boy. I said that probably I remember the over. And I won't find what the why I don't see the more. So be what the only it's only I can hear the remember. And the man here that he did I what or because he but it's nearly for I don't understand about him. Woman. They said, come again, it's happening to you. I'm going to have a woman. The problem ambulance is a needle. I would have done a was. You are point by point, accident to cast for Papa. It's a cabinet, point by point, you know, accident is not good accident is so. Yes, good accident is. But I want the album you come in. I want the accident to cast you up. One moment you didn't see that in your ambulance is a point of point now. Accident to cast the switch one. Because I do know accident in the city. Never ambulance in the better. Can you ambulance in the bed? Oh, what? And so, what did I do for you? Was somebody who knew qualify because of the ambulance mentioned. The need to Shenova. And ambulance, why the ambulance can the bed and the boy and say, they don't see more ambulance, they don't see more looking. It's a point by point up. We give the accident to Swabia, we can see the whole ambulance.
All right.
The ambulance is hospital because it's not a hospital. And the ambulance is a hospital. I don't know why now. What ambulance hello Maya?
Because you have it.
Yes, someone in the middle. It's why never for me.
Last caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kama.
Anna.
Yes, sir.
It's you.
It's very great. The man in your What's was I in? No one I. It's the end of Papa George said, Walla Nayaza. Na also oyagani ochosa atumasi
Okay
of keep kosi here ma azibi a hobby ba so anka na obaka na bushi bi ntimo mo nhwe madam ho no mba azibi ora ofido otumi yi a message bi ozu good for mo betumu aboa no esu anu kwan ye be se wo bebre wo fe ngukwe no esu anu kwan ye be se ayi dam bottle water bottle na any drinks bottles no wa boss wo krom dodo especially sensuru to ne sensuru yina session numa odoso nti ebese bebe won fa majeji bia da mo bottles no yebotum ne ya akron wan je num ya fan tufo no nkoshe baby no nkochuk medase
Baso medase. Last caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes sir.
So, from Baba Mukasa Chukoters.
What for then?
Baba,
okay. Baba into you.
The last 2 years, last year, we should tell my officer. You should know you more power, no? Or your basically or connect and copy of you.
Yeah.
Nina.
Yeah.
Now, you shouldn't boo, baby. I'm the open community, we're fast into one sector. It is big wasn't able to do.
Wasn't able to do.
Wasn't able. Half a good see a car back or go to and son of Baku, Baku can answer about it tomorrow. You have done us what to do. So, put my bear, one day and son of no, I don't quit him, sir. I can't do good food. Careful to war before the car could do other bits now the next building. Careful do.
photos wɔ hɔ na kwan so atene fufu taxi driver ti wo do wa wɔ service photos nti obi a ɔle service photo no ba ko nso ti other side of that ɔnam car na we fu na go ahead ni last week or so nka mikna taxi nka driver sun ko le wa bo na mikna taxi ni
wow
ba ko no hu ahead hu ahead grant ya so one be so kwa so na
all right Papa that's okay ebusia meka da me just 10 minutes 10 minutes in one so mentum fa offer fu bia be one fan cham later on yebobui ahoma na atum but in the course of program no yebezi uga on community mobu ahoma na atum ewu da fra na wore frɛ wonya abutale mam ai wonya abutale mam engineer Isaac Newton Dick watena se da masuna engineer
Kwamina
akwaba
yenua
rapping bibi aboko
Kwamina I'm sad
what has happened
miraho
aba semesi oh
me be ya na me kire wo mam trosami
okay
eneda yanta some papa of infimantom
aba semesi bio
oye yen church for pain or infimantom aha or the new patriotic party your brother teach mensa na yer kada ya wan shot
oh so sad
yes very very sad ati ye mo binum de yen renho and the pay so answer my best studio had na ma tete one from him that my very good friend and Eskumi member of parliament
Akwitia yeah
na me ye sure nti ne boy crow not a boy a friend Steven na me san kan remember ba we studio ha na masakan na o confirm me chama there na master na brother honorable Eskumi Akwitia MP I think mintum nka yarban but yarbo de nyina ye hwe ye ho yi aya ada ne mo mi fa trosem aya bibi de misa na ma fa trosem Kwamina de nyipa ye fe oko na ekọ trosem ko look 2133 a osema yedi yenyo hu nyina Kwamina ma ye hu nyina minya ya maya na ma Kwamina maya wude Kwamina minya na iyi maya na dam Kwamina o se shonya asasi na numu nzama na numu nsam nyinara Kwamina obotwem na ono awrade na asami Kwamina ontwem na iko Job so a e can the whole of Job o ma ihu de wiase mu nzama den oye ejinjenzi numu ejinjenzi inti mama career bring there onye yinum inti iwu okayen ho Kwamina sinta ye iwu ba oye yen dzene there am I dey be amaka there wo ma yen prepare your mind enye wo yer o maame eba unit na wa bo hu there e kine bi awenje na no beja wo akọ na eda ye regional chairman yake yi na ye de ne be ne Kwamina then I realize Kwamina ene nansi aso menye yi bi wa abra Kwamina ninya me hu de nyi panelemo ye ko hospital ba 2 minutes na ye ra ho won do 1 hour mpo na ye nyi pasu ban Kwamina asana aba nti Kwamina
at that moment na e die wo ho because wo kwese nyimpa rebe na why buffet
Kwamina ye nyu age
na chief ya ye gasi na gagra
into chief ya nom oye nkramofo
yes
komishin sallallahu alaihi wasallam komishin shema won pete de if you the mass examination mama wanye diba no ma nda chief ya nom ebudo bokọ na kramo ni fia yesi fufu dem tew na ekaka we bi so de ye bo wunti enda
oh masa wo nko yesu ye bedidi ati afu ye bedidi ama wan
Kwamina asama abayi no
oh uncle say
sister chimensa
uncle say
oko
that is very sad
and the skumi so
yeah
no so ayanyameze enti we ya by election busu ye boko ya bo hwema nyame be ata
nyame wo ho
nyame
oye ya winde nyimpa enyi na atena within a second
ayiruwu na yikunuwu kwamna the reason why me panyin bi na okache oye yawo ona ina meyin mafia ya be na ye wedding picture bodem na olukoti ikoba na ebu hu ala
wa wo yem besho
na wo yem asho kwamna nyame monko echirme nyame ma on pare na nda so ba matrika wo fi so le yi nti wama adwonwe no pa ye mo
medase
eyin de do abia wan on so yi so wori yi oye mo
medase chief baba also 3 minutes yen come bibi aboko
yankopon wa ye na afamize
yes
wa ye hwekura no wa ma hen John Dramani Mahama en hinenyu sozanyame na nyame edua Ghana fodo wa ye oda ma hen aga John Dramani Mahama na nkotin mpo oyenyin dado sonkokura
oye nyidado ma
onyidado sonkokura
hwananom
John Dramani Mahama na nkotin na nyameza ma oman Ghana na numumba oyenyin dado sonkokura na wasaze 24 hour economy na ba.
Do you understand what you are saying?
I do understand whatever I am saying here. Messi John Dramani Mahama na akupanze na ma Ghana for no onu nkotin po yenyin dado soronko onyonyere rekeke o soronko kura
okay
na wasanso John Mahama nze 24 hour economy na abama nde mbentie mbesiamba wonye adwuma woleye agel
24 hour economy started there and mbesiamba ngeti se wonye adwuma ye 24 hour started there
no hold on 24 hour ya other in the dam bentia man mbesiamba wonye adwuma ye last week
okay
ncha ekede John Mahama ma promise bi no fee stress no and people have received their money and echo various campuses including Amala no Anyema brother here campus CCTU kohwe ehurisa ankofurizi in fact ntina menyane de memende yo de hina nyimi wo bochu mumome wa kafa brass band system sentina John Mahama wa menyi de do soronko bi na aba
but and I'm a man cutting and sikani di wetua o wetua bi mu wone dia onye wonya wo de na wa process
good
yes but I'm a man cutting me did it
yes
to me
yes
sikani wetua no back no de menyi wone ya dwen
okay so Amy to me I also disagree with the wetua mo hwan ntemenyo nemom ihele nyimpan zaye bisayen na wazamen setin de maminyimi de
when chiasa nko bekro wa da wan
ahyesin hyehye no no ye de wo botu egu school sin hwana account im
okay
ama win because menyo kase nya bia na wetu ne fees ye ibinum to half payment at na sa ene bi wo so wetu ewie but going forward no ahochi so tumugo so from the onset na adwene okay they will pay it in they will pay the money into the school's coffers na mom sa wetu ewie no na charge na ye carry forward and in reality memun finish as dey ye complain because amount for se wokobo bosa and busa ne ranom literature won di wosika
na say da me policy number na busa na ekobo ya pentia oh
good you see nti ya shebode ebotua ena John Dramani Mahama o se kobo buso sanko bobuso na ekeche da ebobusa ma wa ka che wu no lizedo
obotua ma we wa
ena we to because okay na education won to abaman and John Mahama amina wunyina yeji desede oye no kwazifo
okay
onyo dada fo onyo trofo nti za wa kan manano asen ono no leye uncle yada John Mahama na ndc ase ndc fo nyankopon onhire hwan na onye hwan akase menyo kase me regional chairman Professor Richard Kofi Esedu, he is in town.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and chairman, baby, I will be a nyankopon on con no on Shawazen. Naman fa kwenye dozo, minchi hen regional minister. In fact, regional numun sam or dorsum. Esha mfia wo chair abasenu kwei, my MPP aman yoku no yinu mumba. Ah, here my memory go di kaho, here papa kwam na dan kan kaho, niti oye nanado dan kwa kufado, ma wobo chion mani is a sene chili mfia wo cheno. Minister no John Dramani Mahama in the world BCC na ehwe Cape Coast nkutimpo ma honorable Ernest Atta former mayor oye wo gwai hana se yenya George Justice Atta mayor uncle nche gwai yente mayeti ma wole bia nyankopon onka hono ho na onhye hwanzen ma memfa akwenye do minchi a me director free SHS secretariat honorable Francis Asma baby owo bia nya menka no ho no ni deputy Mr Rex na yenchi etefo a wo tei Kastle 90.3 Central Region one ya bakano na mum wadamufua Kastle FM because all the memory ya obiala lepre there obete dam so me football fan na aya efo kala na ko wo take girl na all my sports and Miss Ruby Adams me yente Kastle because uncle ma warrior here so na ban bon na ben na nyama bi nko ya ban papa be asin so biala o se da ban papa so Kastle FM asin ma okonanyim chan mo we da ma bani ya waje sata Honorable Mayor, your Honorable Eco-Payne as Regional Minister, your Professor Richard Asedu, Unya, Bobo, Kastle FM, Afanet Papa, no way free.
That's it. I reserve it. Every summer messages in the bra. Toilet facility at Bacano near the Fosu Lagoon closes after 8 p.m. till 5 a.m. So what happens if you have a stomach problem at night? Name withheld for security reasons. You made us there. So with a day small for security reasons. And Bacano the facility or no. I mean, such facilities in Coding say only the what to know. And only the what to because what will be nam. But only the what to because and other the beer way situated, I don't know. You share the environment, I didn't see. You share the kind of and you may be been more na able to and to me nampono and walk of free zone and able to into about how I did. But we were engineer waha civil engineer and I'm a boy engineer civil and I say building engineer. Chief wants to electrical engineer. Oh, okay. So building goes with the electricals. Yenzi Oba. I see.
Wash I building no civil when you wash electricals in answer.
Now, Obi and sit down now. Engineer, Yenzi Komo, Erabrina. Yes, in common on the Bible to look at our preparedness about on emergencies and you're situated to or your Cape Coast. You have recently that OCC going forward in with the clean up exercise in so about what is next?
I swear that dance na moko do ma abente otehi on Thursday utua was we 15,000 student a call university so what would 15,000 menyu ya adwen menyu krofo pi ya adwen there onye abakan shepa kwamena dentina mofome isi is the 24-hour economy reba modern ndwuma bo na areho semene na nso si na launch 24-hour economy. Then I realized that the communicators don't even know today what the 24-hour economy is. Now the 24-hour economy today, the new King James version of the 24-hour economy is that it is going to be a private sector driven. Tell me, the old version of 24-hour economy is I remember the Yaya campaign. Give you saying that when you put 20 over 40 account. Why 60 walk on a pa irabi eshem anadwe yadempa wonya wa inti teaching and more formation work crutch once we bokwa da pa irabi yibiti the concept the mindset mente wo Ghana do to aba man wan there worry ba no wa ba fa abdominal private sector more
public sector
the public sector yes. Good the public sector good we for one more inti obi po betra ka de equal civil servant how radio office how much 12 o'clock ebokwa na record department. This is the explanation from them their 24-hour economy. Today the new King James version of 24-hour economy is like almost like 1D 1F. I laugh that they are going to what the incentives say go. I wasn't my uncle there. One bra, no one more boy in Juma. Now one woman in here more active. Do you know they are going to give private people land or Bob Bowen loans, Wabama in Kenya
incentives,
yes. But not government recruiting people. Government will do the normal recruitment. But the old verse of the Bible, the King James one asamokren in there, what for human and 24-hour economy, the new King James version of it is that a private sector driven.
But I don't know why a lunch me 24-hour plus.
The communicators will come here. No, we are some dead. Ibin oli na ma ka cho de be ye wa anu be kwa be o se ye hwe now say ya ye ne ye say wo be no ya adwene ban na wo bo ma ye 1D 1F now wo keka na ye wanwi aba na nwi ye revamp ni ya ne ye kwa me na ma ka sam tu kura ye hu say me a politician for ye ba benima I am who what happens hwe ko sopon ceramics ko hwe ko takwa bonsa ties go and see ko bogo so saying for glass factory these factories
that is aboso
good kwame say you revamp these factories na mo from work school na wo ba na kwame nkoma ne dam boys brigade wo ko ne wo ka ye ho adwuma dam factory egu yanyim po ogun ekaka obema nso radio do awu mam kama ntum nkoma enyim kwame ye de men dwuma nyina komena sugar factory ye ziri nya nyipa ba kokko pe Marco de boss yipa batemba ko pe o de menya ko good diversity no what diversity ma wan ho kwame say you revamp the ndwuma ya kwame njinzi dem for me say wo fi school ba no wo peju go benya short term business be because this thing here how to sustain this that aban every year bia there are more than 15,000
so engineer me to see na per bia free be politicians wa bomb any abropa.
Oh, of course. We catch you there. Politicians, yeah, but Benima. Even we promise to 24 hours.
Because yeah, you find there. Aboso glass factory.
Yes.
We go actual.
Yes.
Subsequent government. Obia na adwina ambado to revive it. Now, you benya Commander Sugar Factory.
No so egu.
Ogui. Abeni bi bay.
Or try it or
you find there. Machine so bogum another akaja nkoso the come factory no run and po one year by any government one touch
okay how we find them
MPP government one touch
so upon ceramics
so politicians what are you doing
that is why I make it or money or ya ba chechere man ma ayeye ya me you be ni re ye kabom ne chechere money na mujja yan politicians ne wa yeah, but I know more example here. 24-hour economy.
But engineer, when you are na ya teacher many then I mean I'm out for me today as a citizen. I am paying my taxes.
So do you think that His Excellency now do you need the Community Sugar Factory one year you are?
That then I want touch.
No, do you know the conditions on Community Sugar Factory?
So engineer no. My can intimacy. Messi, esi yenina yembum no yi metwase. But as a citizen, I mean ma for me jam in the muntia tax in for more. And the tax in Sabuka loan or a no. May I clear soon a bedroom tax? Ne de the loan. Loan aqua for a purpose. Yes. So at the end of the day, I give me tax. Therefore, for that purpose, what should I do again?
Sugar factory KG loan. A bank KG loan or the complete loan. Ask can you who be
I want to know about
I tell me catch your Kwamina. It being 24-hour economy and they are done. Okay, the new King James version, all cars and for free. Yet, sir, Kwame na project here was start world chair first year for Kawi. Is it sustainable? How many able to be a sustained damage for the rest of our life there? First year tertiary student, we are in person we 15,000. You share the remaining. I'm not a prophet of doom, but on many years I am Yama for His Excellency the President. Oh, yes, called by Nzama for but Yawahala. Kwame na ye kwenyim wayi igwai na kwame na hwe iba back to Cape Coast na finfiman to my household ma onya Yobins a minister me maso me cheubi me che minister because say central region tumpana mo mi bi o say so am ye dem wo mi bi na awo na esa abani bi ba num mpemfu bi wo bobo abor ye di annual hwe wa wo regional communications director also this minister will not perform kwamina I wish Uncle Payne will perform. I'm hoping that NS Justice Atta, George Justice Atta, or say in 3-man factories, Babugo. It's in the 3-man also. And the 3-man in office, Ash factory be Ambeway. And he said it in this studio. Okay, Kebiso another station that Yaman go for man 3 months. He will open factories here in Cape Coast. But Mimpeda Mokoho. Na where's only a Robinson on ye na echire bi ya hwe number radio do onkaba kwamina igwe na nimpuntui na emergencies kwamina make bia ma brew intime my madwen there ye name no ye mbom pay kwamina meyiwo kese wa eko abra emergency route to Interbetten currently is blocked. Sisa biukes obialo binya kwenhia ifi kakomdo esuechir ukwefutu jokwa prason yazenereba ode yaba for Interbetten traffic light miwa yawo emergency route idura abwa per U10 ehwana ye Prague station ehwana ye taxi rank ekeka yaya odbay politics academy junction wono na matter Chief MC waka wansam do be make sure them ko fubuto them meet also ko be forward I laugh in the one pan academy in bibi be area to na ya kan what radio station what per one is banegu kwabra another dangerous area bia wo ye wotutu nkofi billboard na ase wa akwa MCA bedin director wa akwa the girl is an NDC person into ejan uswo kwamina ihwe igwai na nyane impuntu ina igwai na ni development kwamina igwai ye kroda de wo hwe ede na obubu nyina last na mekacho ye wade bi in burden we call it purposive saint yesidanen ina ni usage kwamina inkan no wo sidam dan na nyipa hin na wowom kwamina inde kodam dan na nyipa ba asa na nan wowom na oye fitien inde what the timbers aye floor suspended floors if I'm lying say ko mu bia me pa was the timber aye suspended floor ina was the bi so atado yes into the purpose of the structure wo use when nyipa ba enima na dam dan no so onye bricks so oye set them times of eta netin wotito onye bricks ye fi eta building ye for bricks into eta edan no ways into the strength of ekubie so main road say ko anu po when collapse or sinke uncompleted yes. Or sinke kwamina less on your show na mekacho bia there dem dan you obubi na yezi a load ye dey sidan no so edan no so when you pass gumi bia o. Do you know why I've stopped going to site? Why is why construction, why electrical work, why yin nipa kro amazing, obaka cho electrician, obaka cho steel burner. Nanka obi the 12 mm or that to done or that mat, not the 14 mm they sido. We look at it or catch or the bon we bien. From ofome bien bon na kwame na utra won kondo. Number one just 30 minutes there. Mofoma no be den. Kwamina iba kroma ha they be am the soil capacity, what we call the bearing capacity of soils. They be am catch one. E here ampo ye gen wo ye twa for kwani. It's our hanwia reaction movement obokodo will be different from a movement that will happen here. Ebi no bi kita drawing corners and them cream. One sit down with him am. E me ko hu drawing word no am fiama. Sibi wa hamam. E na nyam politicians. Menyina biani ya makwan baby all in the wusi den po hwe na nu krom eso echi molbeso no sna ba akwa kwamina molu kwanwe obi de dan de si dan nkofo ba ya pipe osdo ekakasi so baka cho de party na meye medwuma abam foso na menyi wo miwa ehwo ne ye nsu kwamna maka cho wa haso na science nyanya ye nyim de sa nsu ya de be sa indirect na nara o ma no direction kwamna ko so echi zinc oil ehwo ni nyina ita waterlog area nsu de bridge kase covered kase da ho odukọ ankafo no yi bim so that those areas yes is then I block the minyame ni nyinara ano MC na asam civil servant politicians ye mo won kwan mo wonye woni nduma kwamna ma catch on your show ma catch a building director inspector ma catch a lot of buildings are going to collapse in Cape Coast make we na kunso agbi kwamna ntate a lot because if you nduma wole construction ye wa abrosaninsi obi sa abrosan no aye pillars no woman mfa the columns and why method be one we use was what's of safam safam auto wall na bakakra auto wall na bakakra da ma
aye pillar no
fifi no wa she into osha no concrete na ba fam wall no wa fa the safam no so oya abazi hwe what's the concrete and what's the concrete we find German concrete. I'm giving you this practice for you to know the kind of practice your practice is done with Cape Coast. And you will know that more of these such buildings are going to collapse. We are building inspectors so when you do crowd why you can win there. One more permanent permit. Permits now you're man, woman, as engineers, man. At every stage, or there am a building inspectors, what about found drawings in the brain. And SAB used to strip foundation, more used to pad foundation, more use this type of foundation. Or there you are, there. They used to strip foundation and concrete. You go them trenches in the or they check the comprehensive strength. A man strength and him were drawings in the because based on this, near more permit. Kwamina and Paul Kane, do obey them. So why yet the man this structure or main road don't collapse on sink because columns and no offshore load in no transmit columns and beams in on offshore load in no transmit to the ground. Yes, without any displacement. Now there has been a displacement into the year then assassin not to them. Kwamina Braula offender baby okoto away. Kwamina Samuel. Some will two go come ha. And I evacuate one of war. And then no trail, it do cotton one. I was sent away with the next one. No, so I that then or I net then what the cement. What I found. Even the no what the load womb. Foundation once is no. Foundation why you my 3-bedroom. You see, I don't load them burden. The only load or what them down there just the roof load. Na roof members and I need the load the OSZ on the structure. Inti be an assassin will to hand that load. The very moment ye the timbers grow, na your sanction debut triado. Kwame Nkrumah ko obia what or the wood in I not the wall block or the sidua no do. Yes, I'm telling you. I'm telling Maka Kwecha. Na Indiana you know Maka Kwecha obekra me ya me party in biama. Ba manka. It is not about politics. It's about professional work. Maka Kwecha da me ye wadwuma na mutuofo na ni ntei. Me kwabra me je adwuma because me mpere wo me tin babata ho. See say whoever did that main road did any. Ihu na ebo hu na ebien na ebien. Hwe total ibisi wo mu no so obi say kai. Send him abekroma ya bekai. Onusu obi. That person was a friend. My advising. Oh yeah, mobi. Kwamna mo ya yam den there. Many jin there. Nyame na yeda na so. Onta nkum nyi pakese. Da me dan ye likin. Send the workers gumupa wo ye adwuma. Kwamna they all dead and gone. Actually,
how obi na bekara wasada na woduru
so osinke. Inti obi po nyu obakade aji. Kwamina women up and doing.
Okay.
Kwamina menyon ji and justice ata. Oben obaya di bi wofen stakeholders
engagement meeting. Yes.
But just that oyen politics.
Oh really?
Stakeholders meeting and work where ya yanom electricals and your electricals for the engineers were MPP for.
Okay.
But he invited ya yanom burden for engineers also invited NDC for so it was an NDC stakeholders meeting. But anka adwene oteyechi the wo frenya nyina expert. IET engineers Ghana Institute of Engineers yambra IET for so yambra. Since I am a member of the both. I have fombra. Ye nyina ye ntene ho ibe na de na ye de electrical electricals for wo chroma stakeholders one hwe one two enfo wiring work do obakanezi wiring works meaning there are no more of years be udra or they change feel woni ya no wiring
it just shows this bebre mpo by
yes but the last time
I na ye need them nkura na de we okika kakawa
mama me da no toy house and then or to toy so
on your wiring
yeah since anya ye gbo ye mu that yeah wiring da
but I remember down so sisinu ye pa
o jana na wiring system o dey ye
yeah
kwam na dem nyina nti se dem stakeholder engage ma ka twa ye careful kwana ye for do ye permit kwana ye for do si ye dan kwana ye for do ye nzama bebre hwe ere akwane bi wo kroma hade bi ameka wansam ma tworo ho the previous time me tworo ho kama engineers wo CCME kwam na akwane bi tene ma me nche obi o very dangerous ikwase anda ichiru a eroko interbeting and ifu ina itu po wase kwam na da man yina yefo na se bibi happen baby odbe fe kunyipa ikwo sino hydro echiwo na ye efa Abra police station. Let's look for CCTU. Na no so efo koko ni san. Kwamna a very dangerous one. Then a head there no amanipa have been a victim we come off as my brother na ba. Kwan when the driver you fail brake on it. You pay. Now so yet kroma ha. What's the central region? 6 months here.
But the question I may be saying there. Now you to me identify those are a threat.
Yes.
How do we prepare for future emergencies? Because
start to see politicians do you know why? Because when you tell Baban Yamba also Yabakanya Misamo Yambe de Maha, may ya Makanya Misam Anka 24-hour economy will change in the version. Why the new King James version conquer? All right. Kwame na atwas Anka Bolia, ede wo took Abrofi as a car name and name can will fail breaking pen kokudi. But do you know they are coming back? All about back. Into your bed then. I can start to some back actually loot to one.
Monitoring in Yejumana. But Chief. How do we prepare for emergencies in Cape Coast in Central Region?
Kwame as Metsehe na me represent Abanpa aba mo man Ghana mo biale ziye nde munia Isaac Newton Dick order sentin there security is intact sentin there oh senior kase number 1 sentin there ahoto soronko no ni yezi abo manmu nti yabafa da makwanye do ebia za mekan fa abano ana abanan hyehye na wayen on hyeda nyentase ye and yen ye ba ban mu da yerebosom Ghana fo including onala na onyina ne MPP aman yoku ni yinala nti santase no nya ya menya abotal na ma chechire mu amawenya ntase no na order we yina adwuna efido aga meka 24-hour economy asem do order ejuma order membe bu ni mbesi amba no onye mbenyimba.
Oh, but okay, sister Kastle, when you juma wo ye, yes. You understand that? Eh no ono tina ha kada oh aban kada was nkofuru kwa DVLA 3 shifts, passport office 3 shifts, na wamba na dam. Yes, it is still the Formula 133. Mebe bun biala Cape Coast Central Region Ghana ohia in the when you juma yo. In fact, watching now, do you know how frustrated those people were? Do you have an idea? Maybe so your private sector, so your government sector. More there when you juma na why kwamna.
me you can say GBC only Cape Coast ha yen GBC wa ha onya abanaza
yes
me de hun GBC by feeder ha bobo ba ha private and I wanted them enti nyimpan mo yan da we nya adwuma na ole ye so ya abano so ya private o me kom o hwehwe ni dey oh senior
communication pan
me kom o hwehwe ni emi na me nyu kase efa hene nkrase ahoro nye nkrase nkutimpo ikroma ha igwai oye first capital town of Ghana yele mbebun anade meshaman bebrempo wobu honsa wonye scan fan topad sentin de aban bi obai mfia wotwe ebotwam kwei obama pad no bo yeze na me bigina 20 cities bigina 18 bigina 25 cities John Dramani Mahama na ndi sa baba na ben wa baba ni mo wo chen free
one wo chen free what the one abro romans ko mo pad no just wa chen free
pad ni biedru ha engineer nya buta
kaje ne mo ana ye man bebre ma okay na ban so ye bia nche okay azasa
chief pad ni biedru ha
pad ni bi wo central region
Ibiedu Cape Coast.
Ibiedu Cape Coast.
I'm a school
Ibiedu Cape Coast, but I can because the last time that I checked from the regional minister's office, no chede initiative in Edu Central Region. The way to Central Region now, ICC Cape Coast in, you cannot convince me the regional minister or the Bokwa out in a way Cape Coast. Mr. Hey, Mr. Debia, we have an integrity. Oh, senior. We have an integrity to protect. Ibia Bagwai, RCC only Cape Coast. And regional minister is in charge of that because of a government or the presidential initiative.
So
and regional minister sits in the capacity of the president.
Yes.
In a match all day. Ibia ba regional.
Okay.
But when you look say I cannot be specific to tell you so. Or ye Jubilee School and or ye Philip Kweku girls. Something there. I am to protect my image and integrity. Okay. I'm a maintenance radio don't kasa keke.
Okay.
But I am aware they and I can give you an update. In fact, my name there bakwani on this stage and nka me more information asana. Me no le kase.
Oh, engineer, please. Engineer, Enya will share of time. Allow him.
Messi national cake was the cake ni ama na nkuti posero obaka kaje bokina cake abaka na zo. Alright. Senior. Oya no kwa today mamunu ye kan yele. One ma wo register for no fee stress. Mpacho as in registration ka ho. Okay. For obia nsabotu ma kanidinti what the portal by.
Yeah.
Menyuka say nda na piampo bi from wo ho. There what them kwafo jiji won ska na ono onya na ze. Na mbisa na register ya na. Sam wo ho kwana motu ma abonize no so. Na mbisa no so onyim the registration bi mpo bado. Na mbisa de nyim na o se mbiri bi what say. There wa banana class fo nda na pe motu ma friend na ina akasa. Maza number ba mo na friend na na to m obi ale. O se na class fo. Oh God.
Chief Minty. Engineer, the heckling is too much, please. Until you will stop him. So was to stop. 20 minutes or 15 minutes in there on your phone, please.
Any man, a rabbin, ne how I order no da. Ne how order no da today MPP ni biana how. A changes your one day. Or send a class of funny bicado on yes sure day. Your mama will pay that money. And for some reason she didn't register for it. And no one dan kwafojin wasika was CCT you know. Man no haba no hoda. Nti me catch and there. E ho no be na nkote na na wofoze na bai. Nti bibi ba ayi onfa no hunjem because opportunity comes but once. Them brofo na me dey try do na me.
Portals no we closer. Portal no we closer.
Still
Ibinum
guda will register. And one was can register no on who processes now because may I aware they are still doing a validation when you go to Makasa Marco rounds. So I am the 10 regional coordinator. So Marco rounds various tertiary institutions in Mune, Marco shows are all kodo. Still people are doing validation and when I will wasn't taman in the musika abba. Nti munye so on tasa the 15,000 now we the canaban or you wanna why you want validation we Mr. This is a promising government will deliver. Until Korea Obama and 1 day 1 F ya Cape Coast yenya one on to Mbobincha na nanado na kutempo or boss e confuse you on to Mbobinka we confuse why is the confuse. Let's proceed. Senior Menyul ka say ahoto na abanizaba. Nti 24-hour economy no obaka ho asam no. Mete da na elka 24-hour economy plus. And today my music can make catch no. Apart from there so ye Kastle FM ha. No be all into journalism. No all about ha. Obi pedo ye farming. So we are including other things. Don't forget BBR stakeholder engagement. Otum was a broader idea or deba. So initially we decided okay, yali and there what before we do straightforward. In a journal for but there amount for pedal wire fish pond. Amount for pedal what venture into farming. And it makes it plus because you create another opportunity. This is government. Aban papa na wabi. Iyi na yeto wabi ya zema hwanen. Itu me ye bia.
All right.
In check the student loan and this in establishing him them. Student loan under John Dramani Mahama from 2013 to 2016. Obey your student loan trust fund plus. Ekaya because the member na sa one more 10 cedis plus in the no our condition or plus in moon or they more 25 or 30 cedis. This is evidence based track record or the ho. In this is it. Hey. Yeah, share opportunities ho na ye de ba ma oboti memofo. Ye kwehene enyim. I disagree with assembly so okan. Senior. O mani ya yetimi ye wo professions ahoro. No bia choose za opede oye. Nti yen nyina so ye check he no ho. Ememe ye politics. And I need to the minti and from my member Kastle FM pa mo monitor Kastle FM program or kodo. I'm ntwenchie bi ba me to match wadwene agina do. I want so journalists wo so monitor yen politicians is ayere. Ibin so father obey teacher ni. Obin so ye driver. Ewa nti yen nyina ye wasaza osada ye mo manu tumpan. Baby amanyi mu nyen ya adwene de. Ori jatum prokope de politicians na mo mani nkwaye. Uncle, politicians, henem bla yenye biano like opportunity yenye bi ambelda ho. I want them. Go and meet the coordinating director. Atido bi aka lai woni fieda. Atido bi aka ka chene Miracle Hospital botu ya builder. But at the end of the day, they are the technocrat ye feeder nhwan na nche obotum na wa your manen. Inyande ye ba adwenche na ye ba oh, ye feeder yenye ekwani today my joma ama be your be asphalt to studio yenyim hey oh kachende kotokraba asphalt ya yehu nyina was under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama no I'm in America na ukwene nyima na tehin ina woman na tehin oh
engineer
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama under the leadership of Honorable George Kwekuriki taken Honorable Pesalahin as the mayor of Cape Coast.
Okay. I cannot challenge you on that because that time the mini Cape Coast. Remember Cape Coast.
So after by John Mahamali ya Kotokwaba market also Messi you go for them now on that portals move. The meeting other them facelift in other Bema. What was far to all the Cape Coast road? Hey, baby, okay, Kingsway Station, ha? Is it for Sontech in any way? In fair watch, MPP into my ear. You know, I am on a quenja mobile money. In fair watch, from Kingsway Station to Sontech. I will actually will be someone that pende. I've been to Henya asphalt to Wahana, Wanaka, just because there was a change of government.
Okay.
And these people had the opportunity for 8 solid years. We see him, bravo. But I disagree with him, no, Bakade. Obia wa Quenya, another rule said to play. It's because my main driver full blame politicians, teacher full blame politicians, carpenters will blame politicians, civil servants and so will blame politicians. Meanwhile, open decision making body now, politicians put ne 100 reps in Powaya. And these people, the corona won't be no more or man Ghana. politicians in yedemo nti na menye ne ya adwene de obaja tumprako pede ihe na ye gbo abor no nti bi so that the civil servant the chief director no TCCMA no aban hihye no oda to wo ma wan implement ma honorable George nso abama the men hihye pa ko mfa nko to George na because George want to develop Cape Coast from the state that it is in to the next level. Because on the coordinating director no CCMA engineers and even hihye na oda akoto na nim zero. But nobody will blame them. Because Obia will be pointing finger though. Honorable and Satan yet Honorable George and the people over there, the so-called technocrats, what are they doing? In ye was Saza or Sada ye, and more money otumpen. Senior Yan share mobile ma Jumezi another hen development urban infrastructure na obokwe na nyim hwe ehialati memofon hetim yezem yemu dodo na laso wondon hwala hwahumpo na wadon no nkwa aga ene da edan ye obu wo koto ehu te da mamrede elekan wonya aka de edan ko na oto na mamrede site me ya wedem penfo ekezi hu nkomo de obaya nche wontu na nche wombu danu nguwa na se wobuguwa na se owie na wosiwie waba and somebody had the audacity to ask the MP there na mifia ha me kote hin dam da na da na obu na okunyimpe baasa whether we like it or not woko womba biu ente film pebebetina na wombu nungun ye na wala san badam ne bisa da enti titi amel be fia na me kote na enti timni gba woyi no wan ye hu so tim no bugu no da eyin wanye ye ba fefia na ye yifun na ya dedan ye na yi kama because fried rice bosun wase fufuru baba oh yes wala do hu kwa baby etin on ya wala nyim but ase bibia te dem na mbede ke bibia ye tro ma ban bibia on ye bia tro ma ban moyen na individually ya age na ya afa enibo hu bi otibebi kama onye sika oto asase osidan sentum nya bibia mpa to amune bi mpo na nchaze wunwura ze egu ho badam nyimpanze nwura bogu polybag no da ato ne kal fefefem why do to abakuro ma abota do du kwan ho na weje ma ato sabiwa chifia no nchi makwen ho no nsesa awunwura na ze fiofie na. We all have a responsibility to ensure that Ghana FM pempendu be kompempendu. And you know, your maintenance problem wo kroma hade. Maintenance problem. On ye wo bi wo kroma ha. And today mambe da okeke nyina lan. Eya oye adibia ihe ankasa yem value ihe na life. And sabi was so bi fi there onye niska kakra won ka hwe nkyele ne bio. But hienyi no ho wonfoso sikenyi no ho wonfoso because wusika na enya na ribesi da no mpo e ba suma bi oye hienyi na wakoto cement abana no so no one sidin nsaka e hon na e bo hwehwe mason ni emna wona wosidan na wonhye da so mfa professionals today mbeda dick no na ade na normal ones
obaba Ghana engineering abada
also obaba counter mbana wa man ejuma papa
wonenu agbo ye de so
baby papa biala doesn't come for free. Henon kwano okita hen ponyame wamfa nche hen free. Ose ye nsomen. Anan grant them. If all you free acha ye nsomen yame. As the papa biala omba for free bisa dick. O chase girl kuya eye. Bisa le bro bre.
But this or your elder please. Oh yeah, elder please.
No,
please.
as I'm not making no wife, as I'm not making you, no wife.
Okay.
I just need you bro bre. And you bro bre, listen. No munsum that time no. Papa you ba we say chili me if any deny. Na ikutum chokwan onan to fi wo ba abra because of bosh girl. Na girl little chinaso.
No bo hwe ye.
Nti bi papa bi ala niwa ehenda wa ba ye na ye. And onya no so onye no nson o hwe no de yema be senso hwe nti ade papa bialan ebe bra na nya atana sa so ihe ran kasan se yedo hen na yedo hen nkwana uncle etibe bi na ehwan ya ndensu so santon da biewa flood baba flood no urban ihe na ye kosi yo inhala yetimin na ye ko say uncle na nadmo or the mattress baba on ye the wala mattress na ekoto na dedo no wala akoto 1.5 and 2 over double side ewa na edado na wankasa ezenyi da ho aye nyama bi menso abafa we bu de na eguadze no na nadmo abro student mattress ko awala wumpa no student mattress na hinze na wala ebenye feeling no wom wala da hin na ge no so ada hin na boy no so ada hin aka iye nyina ye wasaza ye baye George Justice Atta onye honorable regional minister wana asami de finfin mantom odo of ne tempefra and aswezi wo George no do sentin de Cape Coast ye the city of the first capital town of Ghana non wa baye mayor na nyama bebre so ndi de ye na wa ka de ekon bia uncle o de se bia 9 pm na George da ho at office or junugwa ho ina yimpa na o course them e hawen ono de ni dem at times you call him 10 or the chief madam one office obey yele you and at least I don't know remember a catch him there when ya offer one ma wokoye engagement bi ogwanum puntunti order one order on that more jina inde igweba fane tempapa ne wefra yesre womenye nyina yemboa non yeye na edana dadaw na owo kroma han yenhwe kwana yebafado na say yebobu na ego so wonu wale busuafo no baji hu sika because I remember a kulbia was wokobu na ego say wobu no gwa wontu mfane na nanizin no nto edan no dubie nti
edan no wobu na wonsi bio
so chede I am shishino wobu no wi aban na nchane na nanizin no de chief ya memorial house
a krubi wo echirai
yes
wobu no
mehu no
ehu efa bebia enchance
dan we
wobu no ba nkofo da wati fie no
nti na mesi na wondo ho wowa ye beye ya mokwa yi ne bi
ehu my dan it mehu irade ya kopar
ne pede ho atim na oya bula na do ya na wala won kwampensa na sa mon na ohye wunsem na bo ho bala nche ono nche be yende
em authority fie ho emro fie ho
ewa ye wa sam bonpo enyi pese na da bi ne na nizin no si dan na nizin wo bu na nizin na ba papa nti dementi na da na lobobo egu do wona nizin no obadan wa adado de
all right
nti yesere wo manyanya yenkan bom na yentutu gwaye
chief medasi badan kasanfa wire no the how many years no say you change wiring system
so yewo cable bia na ne lifespan
okay
into depends illy use but at least an year shekra no 10 years bia no you can change it at least
but it come but it don't be 120 years 200 years
wala won hu na hwempo but then in ya yetifie nkura kan yan wo yentum nhwe ho ye nti nkura nso akwam ze no ntum ye fast na wafo kukuku no lewe wayesi on na wawi bia na waka touch na o the asem na abano but today mamaka ye wo maintenance challenge
all right
asoman no inu mumba yesidan fe in fact where na waye na rempol kebu sunso obia na number for advertisement sake I don't want to mention any kebu bia obia na number
yabaka ko tema no buo form
nimpa de sin ya sidan kama okwa wo so yi 5 and also da na nyi 150 zin bi wo ha na wala dan na aboka we sim because cement is enko nkate odo nti etuma aboka na ayedamen onu pa ya wo da hwe bebere frem nti waron consult ho no ma we professionals at the end of the day save your life. Munya medasi
chief maso medasi ebusa ha Kastle 90.3 FM oya ya pede ya conscientize ma unso ho bon ho do for emergency reasons because here require be and about for time we'll talk about roads ahade some of the roads them engineer can no e would a car for the impa for the boy dangerous pa Accra Cape Coast Takrade and ya wahade ntebe to me situate ya wahade ye ni any emergency point another station biawo from Cape Coast ahade ya to no emergency point
kwanja kwanu pa say kura
from
I think in kodoko na akwechi eba enyim he bo fadan
the boss after the boss
after the boss
after the boss after the
and you ask
boy
yourself, come on. Amuna kakaka bi da epa idu shama amuna kakaka bi da film wo. And sika krom pa amponi. Oh God.
Asam krebi ni bi tentam. Abrenti. You see, minyim ne strength when 7 months ago in opposition. Now, oye me dede obiara ru de say eba benima how you communicate. Kwamina mama nchan onyim abokosam na onyim. But for the purpose of we are be discussion it's all done. Mama mani gwai akwan ho abokosam. No bo de mfia wo 19 years. Plus you was 68 years. We did almost 30 something years. We gwaya na party. Ugwayo Cape Coast. Kwamina
just 3 minutes per day.
Kwamina 3 minutes on some.
Na bokosam na odoso.
Kwamina te o ya bokosam bi America. Kwamina mka mache na laso. Kwamina awuna e wo kwamiti nyim but onyim. Poli nka no ye fa no poli station. No wa anka Kofi Apo na nyim ho. Onyim. Me fanala dase onyim. But discussion ti obada no akado onyim. A member of parliament called Madam Christina Cheche obeyi woni fi wo. Ada madam ya in the in a gwayin ekwan no demonstrate tenten kwar. Kepte kechi nya oya na mo kwano. Ina madam nya oban road for keta. I'm telling him that why politicians have influence on civil servant, because politicians at a point in time want to represent government, they bring government policies. Regional Coordinating Council won't tell you the government policies what they lead, one what they run government policies in the region as well as the district chief executives. So Kenya chief director no the policy now it's government policy do you think that yabaji civil servant? No, it's government policy. Kwamna madam who the yenya access roads. Igwe me ba chan igwe access road. Nti madam Kisa Cheche no twa fi old police station and Kofi Apo no one. O check tuma ko Mr. Parker ko DVLA. Kisa Cheche ne san no ndwuma yin. Kwamna chei waka no ho ya fa anka waka Mr. Waka nature one. One ina you lagra na okate wo first and son abridge and then abrasan bi Mr. Pink and mbese wo madam no twa dem access road do to KPFM him wo madam no twa ya de ba pabro baby o you do to main road one another access road kwamina madam no sense twa ehwana so idu eloko backyard wana kwano no so na mo kwana malam no wote aso madam no twa da mo kwana so koto akotoche kwano no ehuntuma kwan madam no twa tum kwamna mama kan cho yeso na ye wa abro komin ina kwano ko Mr. Ekwano and wo Mr. Tete no na poli wu ho or end wo Mr. Tete no ho madam no use no common fan odu twa da mo kwano twa da then the police people get access odu baby na government of the day Rollins bobo ama if you wo gbe ehokwan pole do ko if you wo be yen a major road. Apart from that hwe MPP na yesan so botwa me che na akwanen doctor nam dana woman mbrebo de kumatwitwam right e bibi capital piti be sa ya akwan kwam me che akwan mu mentality MPP ye twa akwan to Abra police station. Yeah, mama car send you so ababitim bio. Hwa wo sorry to gomodo. Onyum nsamanfu nya nyimde iruwe nsamanfu woni ndwumapo matasafo. Kwam na Abra ne hu ko tada. Abra ko no ko talu nso mda. And the president Kufo matter the same wo. Madam no good be na Abra police station you na one of your bugger be dan. Na Kofi wo ko hwim na wo the police station. Obeya ba adwungufum ho. Ine waya nwom onye ko hotel oya adwobon onye do with brasba onye ko hotel na oya adwobon MPP ye be yetwa dem kwan no so de bofa Malik ni fie na yim ho yesan so etwa akoto PPA ji ho e be kwam no ate kwa mo bochawo abro police station you say kwa no dem ko bonku oboto bonku zu kwa no mu me chew kwa me na MPP fu no woyey
all right so kotokraba
road so na aseme me be ka chwe nsamanfuru hwe no
just a minute
nsamanfuru te dem kwa na hu oye wo fa atamis ben no started there only at the man kwanen mama cho first baby was started mama ma hwi wogwa ho dem challenge on your show de bia moto wo show obi antumi nche bi kwa me no started wo dem project was started wo achim echo electricity achim when was started that project this project it's under President Mus no was started the overlays and warrior wo Cape Coast say was under President Mus kotokwa gwa yen papa President Mus no kafa kotokwa gwa bay do bobo there were 3 market anu pono one simple no President Kufo no project o ina anu kotokwa gwa mankesi mu gwa na bodwa asigwa then President Mus be obotua do kwamina chame adwuma kwa President Mama oye wugwai all other works oye was under President Mus
no ye
pad no so no answer pad kwamina mupocho opposition and o wa benti you two questions na man kwamina oka pad asam
also on to me specific
this program is not a program we to more sustain no kwamina in there every month we use pad kwamina into how many in the course of the year how many times was the pad in the back
okay
na pad me nyam da wa be mo regional office me say I'm in that pad in but also regional minister on kwhwe no ya adzi nkan to catch and ya pardon abo roman school amedie school eyufua kwala here for when ya pad
merase chief
senior
mama also 5 minutes
kasa tenten on top onko etasa kasa tenten on top onko in America sano I was very specific me say hey NDC for oh senior ebe senior
engineer
never me I was very specific so I first even made mention of who road the other way nyima hey in America the Cape Coast ni in Ireland while witness asphalt under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama
it's an overlay any asphalt
so this face saw your overlay saw your concrete road saw your asphalt them facelifty was under John Dramani Mahama and this project it was senior
engineer
ebi am ready only fact into mandam money be. It was a promise that Professor Mills gave to the good people of Cape Coast. There, Obamahen Kotokraba markets. Professor Mills, we 2012, true of us. And this market, Kotokraba market, was starting in 2014. John Dramani Mahama. Oh no, Obama what demolished the old Kotokraba market.
But the contract, everything was done by Professor Mills.
Senior.
Everything was done by Professor Mills.
Memo. Oh, a big. Yeah. NDC, we have a legacy. So ye JJ, so ye Professor Mills, so ye John Mahama. Okay. Your legacy. You understand that? So what I mean is,
okay.
This Kotokwaba market sell kede one no see ya abofra bumpu. Obakacho do John Dramani Mahama because senior ebe jay the madine tell from pedam many